this is Dr. Kasandra from Charleston Chiropractic Studio, and today I am going to demonstrate how to utilize your cervical traction unit. Now the reason why we have recommended this for you is because either on your posture photos or your x-rays we have noticed a loss of cervical curvature in the neck, or perhaps forward head posture or slouching. So the cervical traction unit is what's going to help restore this curvature in the neck, stretch out all the muscles around, and actually open up the discs and joints to help alleviate all the nerves within those subluxations. So in your home care kit, you will have received the cervical traction unit, which has two pieces. You're going to have the actual traction unit, and then you're going to have the over the door piece. So the first step is to connect it. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold your traction unit, and on the outer piece of the door stop, you're going to slide it through, and then you're just going to pull the actual weight through and put it nice and tight. And now they are connected. So that is step one. So for the cervical traction unit exercises, we have 3 exercises or stretches that we want to demonstrate. The first one is going to be a standing exercise where you are going to position yourself ideally in front of a mirror so you can make sure you have the correct angle, and you're going to take the nice padded piece and put it right in the center of your neck. The mirror is helpful so you can ensure that it's nice and straight and not lopsided. So this is just going to go right in the center of the neck, and then you're going to see if the traction unit needs to be adjusted. So as I try to do the first position, which is a pushing resistance, I'm not able to get any resistance on the basic length of the traction unit, which means I'm going to have to tie a knot. So I'm just going to simply come in and tie a knot. Make that knot nice and tight. Make sure it's holding perfect, and now we're going to try again, making sure the pad is nice and straight. Perfect. This was just a guess in terms of the length, but essentially you want the string about a foot shorter than the length of your arm so you can get a good resistance. So now I have everything set for my first exercise, this in the center of the neck. What I'm going to do is apply pressure directly in front of me in a parallel force, pushing on the handlebars. As I apply pressure, I'm going to feel a nice pulling resistance in my neck to restore that curvature. All I'm going to do here is hold for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to release. That would count as 1 repetition. The goal here is to do 3 of these a day, 30 seconds. If you're not sore at all, we can continue to increase the repetition by 30 seconds a time for a maximum around time of 5 to 10 minutes. Now the second exercise is going to be very similar, except there's 2 differences. The first one is that the padded unit is no longer in the center of the neck. It's going to be at the bottom of the neck, or what we would call C7, T1, kind of that natural hump that happens. Again, making sure it's nice and centered. And now when I apply resistance, I'm going to be pointing at a 45-degree angle down, and as I start to push, I'm going to feel the resistance here. Instead of looking up as we would in position 1, I'm actually going to tuck my chin. And again, we're holding for 30 seconds. That would count as 1 repetition. You want to do 3 repetitions a day, and you can increase your time by 30 seconds a repetition. So those are the first 2, what we would call a static isometric stretch in a standing position. The last exercise is going to be what we call a Y traction, where we're actually using gravity to decompress from a Y traction. So there are 2 ways to do this. The door stop that comes with the unit is very nice because you can throw it over any door, close the door, and you'll be good to go. If you're having difficulty with this, or you have high ceilings, you don't have any doors that really work for you, the other option you can do is just get a nice little hook. You can disregard the doorstop piece to the entire unit and simply just hook this on a hook. For the demonstration, most people end up just using the door, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So first step is find a nice strong hinged door. We're going to open the door and we're going to take this entire piece and hang it over the door. Good. Now we're going to close the door and we're going to pull it tight and snug right now. Make sure we're in the right position, because the last thing we want to do is start this exercise and it come loose on me. Perfect. All right. Then you want to make sure that that initial knot that we tied is the right height for this last exercise. You want the padded area to be right around your shoulder height. So now we're in the proper position. First thing you want to know is that your feet and hip should be about hip width apart. Then you're going to come close to the door and we are going to put the padded area right under the base of the skull. And we are going to take a nice step forward so we can get the straight bar under the chin. Perfect. Now with my hands facing towards me, I'm going to hold this and do little squats. And come up. Perfect. And this is 1 repetition, is 1 squat. And you're going to feel the traction or pulling in your neck, really decompressing all the discs and the joints. You want to work your way up to about 60 reps, but you can start at 20 and add 5 repetitions a day.